After watching the TV series I Medici, I was inspired to visit Florence. The Food Network, Channel 33, or should I say Canale 33, made me even more excited to visit Florence in Season 1, Episode 10, where they featured Florence culinary delights, specifically lampredotto. I couldn't wait to experience it all, plus someone very special in my life shares the same name as the city, which made me even more eager to go. Oh, finally. We left home a bit later than planned. The drive from Lodi to Florence was beautiful, but I have to admit I had a bit of a stressful time multitasking, balancing being there for someone who needed me and engaging with my husband was tough. I ended up with a headache. The tunnels were quite an experience. They felt never ending, and I found myself feeling anxious and looking for a way out. We are now in Florence. The trip was smooth. There was traffic, as I mentioned. We got here like around 1 p.m. and we were able to get into the apartment almost immediately. But yesterday I was so tired. I was not thinking straight. My back was aching. I just wanted to sleep. It was as if I was on sleeping drugs. But at night I had a good night rest, and this morning I will try as much as possible to explore Florence. I'm so excited because our host shared some very interesting pieces of information, and I can't wait to go visit these places. She is so enthusiastic and happy for us to see these places. She's hyping it up, and she is from Florence. I think it's going to be a good one. So now I'm just going to start my day. Breakfasts, disturb my husband, and disturb my husband, then we'll go out. Ciao. Ciao. I'm currently making some frittata for lunch. It's not lunchtime, but I would prefer not to cook at noon because this place is hot. Very hot. The sun hits different in Florence. I experienced that yesterday, and I think that contributed to me not feeling well later in the day, even if I was not 100% at the start of the day. I've done some cleaning in the apartment. I think I need to do apartment tour. I did not think of that, but yeah, the apartment is good. It is clean at the surface, but when I picked up my broom this morning and swept the whole apartment, the floors were not the cleanest. Hair and I don't want to talk about it, but it was a lot and it was scary. The location is amazing. It's in the center. From this place, I can reach anywhere by foot. And the host said, just forget your car, leave the car there, just pretend as if you don't have a car, because you can reach everywhere, and I'm so excited for that. The price, not bad. So let me show you around. Nothing fancy actually. Is this thin? This part is scary because you feel like someone can come from up there into the apartment. Okay. Second room. Kitchen and my zucchini. I like my zucchini. It's crisp. It's not burnt. I like it this way, like well cooked. Before I add my egg. Okay.
We've been out now for 20 minutes roaming around the city because we're unsure of where we are going to. Mind you, we have a map. Rule number 1, always have a competent map reader with you. Better still, have a competent map reader handle the Google Maps. 2, allow the competent person do their job. You just need one person to get everyone to their destination.
Giglio fiorentino is the symbol of Florence. It's a giglio, it's a flower.
Ah, where's Papa?
He went already.
Just don't give him a map. If you give him a map, he will leave you a child.
We are out searching for a supermarket, but the walk turned out to be longer than expected. There are some supermarkets around us, but their prices are on the high side. Our target is to reach a bigger supermarket. From Google Maps, it says 15 minutes, but we've been roaming around for more than 15 minutes and we are not there yet. Aside picking one or two things, we would like to compare prices. Is this the standard of living in Florence, or is the store just inflating the prices?
I won't lie, up until now, I'm not feeling Florence. I don't know, things has been really slow. My head has been slow. I just want to, rest. And it's affecting my experience. Well, 2 hours after lunch, we are looking for where to visit. Today is Sunday and most of the places are closed. But we are still trying to, do some exploration. Something exciting is coming my way. I think I have a boost of morale after seeing this. I'm excited to start up something new in Florence. They look very healthy.
Mamma mia, they are big, these ones. See the leg. They are the big and they even have the sheep pamper, so they know stay in the floor.
It's hot and there are a lot of people. Is the heat coming because there are a lot of people or just because it's hot? Because now I'm feeling very, very hot. Ouch. Let's see. Ouch, ouch, it's hot. Someone is singing. We're singing. We're singing. No. Brava!
Our innocent stroll led us to the Uffizi Gallery. We couldn't get in due to the large crowd, but we admired the tower of Palazzo Vecchio, which was truly impressive.
In different places you can find different
Quotes from Divina Commedia.
Exactly, except from the
Here are some tips that will make your museum visit more enjoyable. Do your research. Check the museum's website. Plan your visit. Well, I skipped number 2 and 3, and that's because I'm kind of experienced, but if you're new to this, these are some things you should do. During the visit, pace yourself. Use the audio guide or app. Oh my god, I can't begin to emphasize on how good using an audio guide is. I tried it once in Milano and it was fantastic. I was out with my friends and yeah, I really enjoyed that visit. I thought to find something similar in the museums in Florence, but not a lot of them had the same thing. If you like the guided tour, good for you, but if you are a chill person and don't want crowd around you, like, just get that audio guide. You would love it. One last thing, take breaks. Rest when you feel tired. Grab a snack if necessary. The museum or the facilities most times provide you with like where you can sit, do some sitting, rest, then you can continue your visitation. And yeah, don't be scared to like walk out if you are not feeling it or you are just tired or if it gets overwhelming. And most of these places have a designated place where you can enjoy some snack or feed your stomach and make yourself happy. So I advise you reach out for that or get to one of these spots within the museum to refresh yourself, then go back and continue from where you left off. Florence was not what I expected. It was lively and entertaining. The historic center is bustling with bars and pubs, people singing on the street. There's the crowd outside, people coming into the city, people walking, taking strolls. It is unlike what I expected. It feels like there's never a dull moment.
Daddy, come see. Daddy, come see. Look, it's very pretty.
Ponte Vecchio was the highlight. I love the view. It was filled with people chatting, taking pictures. It is so different and I really liked it. This is the start of my stay in Florence. I can't wait to share more with you.
È un interview. I know.